any sense to me. Now, this exit is not accessible to every player. I mean, everybody can see it, but you can only use it if you've made certain progression in the Chains of Promethea mission line. So there's your swirling vortex, and if you actually get it unlocked, it'll take you to some meadows, and in the Tavnazian Archipelago. But for the most part, it's just there. Okay, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to cut and change jobs and join a party so that you can see what combat is like here in the zone when you first join up to start playing with other people. And before I do that, I'm going to just take a quick run over here. This boat is where a lot of players that fight clippers and pugils join up. And word to the wise, do not fight in the boat. A lot of mages and spellcasters, they're like, oh wow, I'm gonna jump up in here so that I can cast spells and look down and see everything, but it just doesn't work as people envision, because if the mage manages to get the monster's attention, the monster can ignore terrain penalties and just hop right up there and start beating on him. Meanwhile, the tank and direct damage and melee direct damage jobs can't reach the monster anymore, and therefore cannot get the monster off the mage. So if you're a mage and you jump in that boat, start casting on monsters, you deserve everything you get. Okay, here's where I cut, and I'll be back as a scholar. Okay, here I am in a party, and looks like we've got all roles filled out. We have a white mage for healing, and I'm a backup healer because I'm a scholar. We have paladin for tanking, and corsair for general party support. Yeah, that's a buffer. And we have 2 monks for damage, and we'll see how we go with this. Let me cut out again, and I'll be back once we get a fight started. Okay, unfortunately our Corsair disconnected, so we replaced him with a red mage. We're still getting started here, and I've just taken page 1 from the training manual here, the Fields of Valor book, hovering by the NPC. And what I have to do here is, after I kill 7 hill lizards and 1 sand hare in a party, I'll get extra EXP and tabs can be spent on buffs and such like that. Okay, here we are in our camping spot. We have 1 person still en route. How it generally works is the backline jobs, being myself and the white mage, stay a little bit away from the melee, and the direct damage and tank will stand forward a bit so that if the monster uses any area effect attacks, us mages are not affected by it, and they'll tackle it hand to hand. We'll back them up from safely back here. Here we go for our first fight. Looks like it's going to be this hill lizard. And we're level synced, we're ready to go. Generally the first fight after starting a new group is very hesitant because everybody's pretty much new to everybody else. Every party is typically a pickup group, and nobody is really sure where they stand as far as the competency of the rest of their group is concerned. Now, right now, as scholar, I am pretending to be a black mage, and I'm doing damage spells. The person standing next to me is the white mage, and they are healing. The smallest one over there on the left is the tank. They're a paladin, Taru. Got the 2 monks, and the red mage is backing up the white mage. Now, as a black mage, generally you are very frugal with your spells because it takes a lot longer to get your MP back. Monster defeated, red mage is going off for the next monster. I'll be standing up and casting again in just a moment. Now we're level synced to level 12, so I don't have my strongest spells. If I try and cast it like I did accidentally a minute ago, it'll just tell me, hey, are you dumb? Looks like that last lizard we fought dropped a brown treasure chest. Nobody seems to be too eager to go against it because it really slows down the party trying to figure out the combination. I have one more spell and I'll sit back down again. Yep, I managed to attract the monster's attention that time. It only hit me once though, so it's all good. Okay, looks like one or two of our party members got poisoned. They'll be okay. Red Mage goes off to get another monster once the current monster is about dead. Usually that saves time on pulling and contributes to experience chains. Monster dies. You see the Red Mage over there about ready to attack the next monster. There it comes. Now if your party knows what you're doing, you can generally have a non-stop flow of monsters. If not, things get really awkward. Water, stone, water. Monster's about dead. Try and get some MP back before the next monster. Now, at this level, parties typically don't have... Oh, drat, I'm poisoned. Poison is 2. Leaves me kind of low on MP, so we'll probably break after this monster. Parties typically do not have the staying power at this level to just keep going indefinitely. They'll go in bursts, several monsters at a time, then break to heal up MP for the next burst. Change back over to dark. Heal again. Need MP back. That last last monster was EXP chain 3. I got 91 experience. And somebody just opened the blue treasure chest that spawned. An ether and a potion is in the chest. White Mage, take the ether. White Mage, take the ether. And take the potion. Paladin, take the potion. Now, since those are temporary items, they're going to have to be used promptly, and you want to allot them to people who can make best use of them. And that's how a party goes. I'm going to cut back out now so we can continue on what we were doing. And we're back. We're running to the second of the beach areas in Valkyrm Dunes. And this is Whitebone Sands, which is much like